baby organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick in it. Tie forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Blues of Austin taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready? Time to set up the offense. Keep it up. Do this.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On the bootleg, Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. The Texans hit 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Fleming. He's brought down to the right side at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. They saw the opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Give left side for Pierce. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be a second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Up the middle they go. Bradshaw. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll run on first down. Bradshaw. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these... On 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And it just gave us another example right here. A strong defense. That's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. From the 5, 3rd and goal. Option right, here's Stroud. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Stroud to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner just... Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score on pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't fit in. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it. Well, there was a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you
don't want to.
We know, but for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Stroud. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down.
As you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those unreliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Pierce now up the middle, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stroud looking to change the play. Pierce, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 20-yard line.
Now here's Samuel on the end run. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On the counter, here's Williams. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
2nd and 4. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception. And we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Gets through, and now an opening. Still going. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we're talking about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Down the right sideline. He's on his way. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Blues are able to cut into that deficit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for two.
79 Broncos.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action. Stroud now. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Jamin Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coach... And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Calvin Ridley, 39 yards. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They run it again with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached real.
And now here is another interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. For him, 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, has been trophy and college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Texans stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
2nd and 10.
Hurry!
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they're going to set him shot at the 40-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
70.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Another carry for Pierce.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over on the ball. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
And Stroud now to throw.
Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Under pressure, they got him again. Jamin Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Stroud. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And now here's another interception. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
They'll run for it with Pierce. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The press too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Come on, come on. 70, baby. Track 60.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked